March 21st, 2017, Travels with Phil continues. This is the San Pedro River, or San Pedro River Valley. That's the green that you see out there. That's the river itself. And it's really, really big valley out here. And I'm at the Presidio Santa Cruz de something or other. I can't remember what the word after Santa Cruz is. But this was a Spanish fort. And it was built in the late 1700s. In the northern part of what was then part of Mexico. And this is just a really, really large fort. Now, as you can tell, I'm walking around and mostly what you can see are shrubs that not much of it is still standing. So, but when you build adobe and it's, 300 some odd years old, adobe doesn't last very long. In fact, they get volunteers to come out here and try to help reestablish some of the walls and put what they call caps on the tops, which means they put another hard layer of something on top to keep the rainfall that does come through here from eating away at the walls themselves. Now here's an example of some of the walls out here. Now this was the chapel that you see part of the sign. There we go. All right, the Presidio Santa Cruz de Terrenate, or Terrenate. And this is just a really, really big, I guess for lack of a better term, footprint out here on the banks of the San Pedro River. And 300 years ago, the climate was going to be a little bit different than it is now. And I'm going to put this on pause for just a moment. All right, I moved over a little bit. Now, these are some of the adobe walls you can see here on the ground. It's stretching off in this direction here. Part of the structure for this facility. There's lots of spots out here. It's such a big area. It's going to be hard to try to cover much of it. I'm going to put it on pause again. According to this sign, this was the main gate, Portal Mayor, where people came in. This would have been right here. This would have been part of the wall structure right there. Part of it over here on this little bitty hump that you see there. Some of the structure over there as well. And as you come down here, you get to the river itself. And this shows you all the basic areas. So it's 100 meters square. And there's the name, Presidio Santa Cruz de Terrenate. And I'm going to put it on pause one more time to show you how close you are to the river. And this is a cross for people who died, Real Presidio Santa Cruz de Terrenate, and it talks here about soldiers that 1779, Captain Luis del Castillo, be a marker here for them. I don't know if that's when they died or when they took over command. It's hard to read. And then these are the cliffs right along the river. So the San Pedro River is flowing. And you can see the cliffs. I'm not going to get too much closer. Maybe 70, 80 feet. So they were along the river. Now this was to control the area, as it were. Or their claims to this land as part of Spain. And this, again, once you make it out here, there are signs that show a lot of where the places are and what the things were and what purpose they served. But there are no signs out on the roads. You could travel along the road that comes close to here, never know it was out here. And this is off called the Imbalance Ranch Road. As you come along in the Imbalance Ranch Road, you can see a large parking area.